Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Vincent Vision. I am here at the wonderful Magic Kingdom today because I've got some plans. Some shady plans, some spooky plans, some villainous plans. Today is June 6, 2019, and this marks the first ever... It's upside down, but it says Villains After Hours Party. They're doing a Villains-themed After Hours Party here at Magic Kingdom. That's kind of cool. I've actually never been to one of these after hours parties that they've done here at the Magic Kingdom before. So when they announced that they're doing this one and it was themed to villains and all this cool stuff, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'll go. So I pulled some strings and I was invited as media. I'm just kidding. I paid $130 for this ticket. I live here in Orlando. So I'm excited to check this out for you guys. I've always heard really, really great things about all these after hours events that they do here at the parks. I've heard that this is like one of the best ways to experience the parks. And if that is the case, I'm very interested in finding out myself because Disney World is getting busier and busier and more crowded, and especially a place like Magic Kingdom, which just seems to be crowded every single day of the year. It doesn't matter when you go. Some sort of after hours event sounds like a great idea. And if it's fun and themed and it has like a fun little theme and it's not just Magic Kingdom at night, it's a little bit more like a special ticketed event, I'm all on board for that. So let's check it out. It's like 7 o'clock now. The event doesn't start until 10 o'clock at night, after hours. Get it? It's a Disney Villains event, so I'm super, super pumped. I love the Disney Villains. I think they're a little underutilized. I've got my Disney Villain shirt on. It's Kylo Ren from Star Wars. He's a Disney villain, technically classifies as that. But you know what? The event doesn't start for a little while. So I'm thinking, like a true Disney villain, to cause a little mischief and mayhem in the parks before we go. Show that I've got what it takes to be here at the Villains After Hours event. So welcome to the Villains episode of Vincent Vision. Ooh. I am kind of excited for this after hours event as we get a little bit closer towards the end of the night. I got here at 7 just in time for them to start handing out the wristbands and everything. Check this out. Bam! This is one of my favorite things you can get at any sort of Disney park, a special map. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? Look at that shine. Look at that. And look, ready? Bam. It folds out in an interesting way. This is the stuff that excites me. Having never gone to one of these events, I am very, very interested and very, very curious to see how empty this place really, really gets. Considering that tonight's event is all sold out. Ooh. Check it out, here's the deets. That's short for details. This is the whole layout for the event. Very fancy, very cool, oddly shaped map. During this event, there are some things I'm very, very interested in trying out that are exclusive to this type of after hours event. The first is the Villains Unite the Night show, which is going to be a stage show that happens on the castle over here. We'll probably try to get the 11 o'clock for that one. They have like a parade here, what looks like a parade path, but I really just think it's for Maleficent's float from Festival of Fantasy to go around and I guess shoot fire. I guess you can see her. I wonder how it'll be different from any regular day. What they're also doing, which I love, Villainous Adventure, Pirates of the Caribbean. And over here in Tomorrowland, they've got a villain version of Space Mountain. Which is great because I am a sucker for any sort of overlay to Space Mountain. I didn't get to do the Halloween version when I was here last time, so that was a little disappointing, so hopefully this makes up for it. Like I said, very, very excited. First time ever at one of these types of events. Very curious to see how it goes. But it is only 8:45 right now, so I've got some time to kill before the villains take over. Fireworks show is done. That means it is now 10 o'clock here at the Magic Kingdom. And all these regular guests, they're gonna be gone, they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to walk out. But I get to stay because I've got the magic wristband that allows me to be here for the Villains After Hour. Here's the game plan, how this day, or night, is gonna work out for me, all right? Park just closed, it's 10 o'clock. I ain't got nothing else going on. I'd love to ride some rides with no wait, but all these people here who are regular guests at 10 o'clock, they're not just gonna turn into dust. I have to wait until they all leave. In the meantime though, at 11 o'clock, they're gonna do a show on the castle over here. So I think I should probably get a little closer and just, I don't know, charge my phone and wait for the show to start, see that show, be done with that, go out into the park, enjoy myself, figure things out along the way. Whoa! Guys!
Join us for a weekend night of mayhem, of madness, of Disney Villains After Hours.
Whoa, look at that. Whoa, hold on. Look at that! This just happened at 10 o'clock on the dot, out of nowhere. They got Carmina Burana playing. That's kind of fun.
You know what?
What's up, Magic Kingdom? Who came to party?
What?
Let's keep this party started. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, I think we're gonna make this the official takeover. Come on! Woo!
Oh my God! This is not what I expected. This is not what I expected at all.
Dancing and singing. But by the way, we're gonna do plenty of that tonight. Who wanna hear you singing that shit? Come on!
And this is how it goes.
Hey, I see you pumping it up, yeah, man! That's it! Let's go! Hey, I think got some friends hanging out with you, and they're not singing along, and they're just standing around.
I'm sorry,
That's not what they came
this is not what I expected at all. This is good, but this is not what I expected. I thought I was gonna be bored waiting for this 11 o'clock show. I'm not. This is awesome. While we're waiting for the show, Maleficent is going down the street. There she is.
Mischief makers and thieves of all ages. It is time to kick this party into high gear. Are you ready to fire it up?
Who keeps a kingdom like this? So clean, so sparkly, so boring. Oh yeah! It's a dead world after all. When the 5 planets alive, as is their mission, everything you wish will come to fruition. The 5 shall come together and hear thy curse. Evermore you shall rule the universe.
You believe this guy?
I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fine. And the next person that interrupts me. What now?
Oh, my seek is at hand.
Yikes. Who's the old hag?
Villain show just ended. Everyone's all cleared out pretty quick. Let me just say what happened. I didn't get to really talk about it. I was waiting in the park at like 9:50, sitting in Tomorrowland. I was so tired. I was like yawning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I made a mistake coming here because I'm so tired, and this is gonna kick my butt. But then I walk over to the hub at 10 to get ready to see the show, and all of a sudden they're like, this is Academy of Villains. Like everything goes on, and I just got like a second wind, and gosh, I'm like all excited now. I'm all pumped up. That show was pretty fun. It was very well done. It was a full show. It was like a 25-minute show. I thought it was gonna be like a 15-minute little like welcome to the party kind of show, but it was a full show. It was very funny. It was very clever. It's well written. I like that they're all like live voice actors for the most part. They have people come out and do stuff on the stage, like twirl fire, which I love fire. I always love live fire in a show. That'll always get points from me. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and I'm glad I saw it when I did. I'm glad I knocked that out of the way, because now I can enjoy Disney After Hours villain event, y'all. This is actually kind of fun. All right, here's the current situation at the Villains After Hours event. Everything is 5 to 10 to 13 minutes. Over here, Seven Dwarves Mine Train is at a 40-minute wait. The beauty about living here in Florida and getting to come to Magic Kingdom all the time is that I have zero desire to ride Seven Dwarves Mine Train, so I'm not going to wait 40 minutes for Seven Dwarves Mine Train. Instead, I am going to, oh, it fell. Sorry about that, my gimbal died. So now we are going old-fashioned gorilla style with my old tripod. Woo! But anyway, what I was saying was, I'm gonna skip Seven Dwarves Mine Train tonight because I don't need to ride it. I'm gonna do everything else that has a 5-minute wait. Duh, it's After Hours, baby. Now, I will say though, for an event that is supposedly sold out, this is the crowd calendar right now. This is the crowd temperature, and it's looking pretty good. Listen, I'll be honest with you. When I come to Magic Kingdom on my own, on a normal day, I don't really do much. It's really busy all the time. So the fact that there's just like nobody here at all is really good. That's like a third wind. That's like a third wind. I'm like, it's good, man. It's nice to walk around here with nobody. Also, I know it's like a thing already. I already knew this coming into the event, that you get free popcorn and drinks and stuff like that, but it is still pretty nice to get. I was getting a little hungry. I don't know if I can eat $130 worth of popcorn, but I can try. Pirates of the Caribbean. This is one of the two rides that have a villainous overlay, villainous adventure going on. I'm expecting it to probably be like the same thing like the Mickey's Halloween Party thing where they had it, where there's like, oh, there's a person in the queue, and I can hear it already.
Barbosa, right? Okay, can you believe that? Barbosa, Jack Sparrow. Don't say that.
It's a little better. Last time it was like Buffalo Bill or something. This time, I guess it's Barbosa. Jack Sparrow.
Jack! Here I be. You think you can continue to take that treasure side?
Oh, look.
And this is the crew you brought to try and take on Hector Barbosa.
It's Captain Barbosa, Jeffrey Rush.
What's his name? Is it gold? It's gold. I can offer them your blooming
Hey, wow, Pirates of the Caribbean. Exactly how I thought it was going to be, but points for them for using Barbosa instead of just some random pirate. I'm having a pretty great time here. I love empty Magic Kingdom, and I would easily pay extra just to be here when there's no people and it's easier to get around. We have run into a little bit of a road bump. I thought this event ended at 2 a.m. for some reason. Turns out it ends at 1 a.m. The time is now 12:30. So in my time here, I have sat for an hour, waited for the show for an hour, watched the show, walked around for 40 minutes, rode Pirates of the Caribbean, and now I've got 30 minutes left to do something. So I need to go ride Space Mountain because I have not gotten to do any sort of special version of Space Mountain that they have here in Magic Kingdom. So I gotta do that before this event ends. So let's go. Yeah, I was kind of a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed that it ends a lot earlier than I thought it was going to be, considering I waited an hour to see the Hades show, when in hindsight, maybe I really didn't need to wait an hour because it is pretty empty. But now I feel like I'm racing against the clock, and I'm a little stressed now. First it was relaxed, now I'm a little stressed. I gotta make it over to Space Mountain. Didn't do that at least. But you know what? That's how we do things here on VincentVision. What would this be without a little drama, without a little peril, without good TV? So I'm gonna head over to Space Mountain, have a good time, everything will be all right. I'm also a little disappointed though, that during this after hours event, I don't get to ride the Hall of Presidents. Oh, come on. All right, here we are. We've made it to Tomorrowland, quite arguably the busiest area of the event. Tonight's flights will soar to a high-energy soundtrack through complete darkness. All right, so I've made it to Space Mountain, and it seems like everyone else has as well. This right now is the line for Space Mountain at 12:50 at night, which means this is probably going to be the last thing I end up doing. So I'm a little disappointed, all things considered. I've only done 3 things. I'm still excited to ride Space Mountain. Whoa! We got it, sir. It's dark in here. All right, Space Mountain villain mode. It's fun. Space Mountain with all the lights turned off and some music playing in the big room, in the big chamber. Some sort of villain soundtrack, but the regular Space Mountain soundtrack was still playing in certain parts, so it wasn't like a full overhaul where they changed like all the music. They just played this like music where you would hear the villains going like "off with your head" and "oh, guilty, guilty" as you flew through Space Mountain in the dark, which was kind of fun. I forgot how wild this version of Space Mountain is. It was a good time, but it's now 1:05. Still nobody here, which is great. But the event's over. It's over. So I've got to go. Look at my hair. I look crazy. You know, it's time to go home when the Starbucks is closed. All right. So the after hours. The fireworks in the show, right? So the after hours event is done. I had my fun. But the real question is, do I think it was worth $130? A little? When they first announced this event, I was instantly attracted to it. So I'm very happy I got to see it, but I definitely did not do enough research because at 10 o'clock when the park closed, I waited an hour for the show to start at 11. As soon as the show was done at 11:30, I walked around for, I don't know, 30-40 minutes, kind of took my time, took it easy, and then I got on Pirates of the Caribbean at like 12 o'clock, was done with the ride at 12:30, and then I realized, oh my gosh, this doesn't end at 2 o'clock, this ends at 1 a.m. I have to have 30 minutes to do something. And I went to Space Mountain, and the line was full of people, and I spent the entire rest of my time there. Maybe I was expecting a little bit different from this type of after hours event. If I was a person who was here to rush and gung-ho and bam, 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 knock out all the rides, you know what, I probably could have done that if I didn't care about the shows, if I didn't care about like events happening and just walking around and kind of like enjoying the empty park. You could ride a lot, but I like going around the park, having it completely empty. That is an amazing change of pace as someone who has been to Magic Kingdom many, many times and has been frustrated with not being able to do anything because it is so busy. And I know they let you in at 7 o'clock, but guess what? At 7 o'clock, the regular guests are still here and it is still super busy. This event can go either one of 2 ways. One is a $300 date night for you, your date, and extra money for food or whatever. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. You know, you relax, do some rides, have a good time. You're in it. Or if you are someone who is on vacation here in Orlando and you are doing the other parks and you want a little bit of time here at Disney World. Not too much time. You know, just a quick little dab, or you have some free time in your vacation. If you're doing something else, if you're doing Universal, like an event like this, or like the Orlando Informer event, those are all really, really good ways to experience the parks with a limited amount of time in an easy way with no waits, which is very, very important to a lot of people. But if I was here at Magic Kingdom all day and I bought this ticket for 3 extra hours, I don't think I would. I like that this one was themed, and I hope that they do this more often. I hope that, you know, Animal Kingdom gets some sort of Avatar-themed after-hours event where they have food and music and stuff like that. That'd be super, super cool. Or like, you know, Hollywood Studios does some sort of Galaxy's Edge one when Galaxy's Edge opens up over there. That'll be awesome. I would easily hunker down money for an opportunity to do Galaxy's Edge in a private event setting. But I will say it was nice to be back here at the Magic Kingdom, my home park. You know, this place really does remind me of Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge. Anyway, thank you guys for watching VincentVision. I hope you guys like this. I hope this helps you with your decision on whether or not you want to attend an event like this. I had a pretty decent time, but maybe you'll have a better time. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. In the meantime, that's all I got. It's late. I want to go home. Should probably walk my dog. Thank you guys for watching VincentVision, and till the spire.
Staring at me, are you?
Nobody's stopping you. Just keep
Of
going.
course, look at them staring. Yes, you better keep walking, or else you might not ever look away from me. I do have that effect.
That's an interesting hat.